pretty much every man for himself right here. I'm still at this point going into stage 2. I'm surprised that teammates haven't found one another. Manufacturers haven't found one another. We talk about that and the importance of that when we get down to Daytona and Talladega, tracks like this. They still haven't been able to work together as one.
But that's what we talked about at the beginning, too, about having young drivers. You can talk about that game plan, and then as soon as you put that helmet on, somehow it squeezes the blood flow.
Brandon Jones.
Brandon Jones, who won the opening stage, crashes at the end of stage 2 and more contact. Wow, that was scary. Cody Ware in the 17 got him.
And they had a lot of rain today at Daytona. The infield is absolutely, I mean, there's standing puddles in the infield, so we knew if somebody got down there, it was going to be big trouble.
Definitely worst case scenario. You saw it fold the front end under, and he was along for the ride.
Moffitt did win the stage. Cindric, Dillon, Haley Brown, the top 5. Moffitt feeling good, and Brandon Jones off to such a great start in today's race. And unfortunately, he's going to have his day ended early. See, he's okay with that window net down. And there's the third victim, Alex LeBay in the 36, led laps a year ago. All 3 drivers have put their window nets down, indicating to the AMR safety team they are okay.
All good, all good. All right, you did a heck of a job today. We'll obviously have a new car for the next Speedway race, but really good job. You learned a lot today with your side drafts. Looked really impressive. Yeah, man, that was the best day I've had in this thing in a long time. Good work.
Jeff Mendring was a car chief on my car with Darian Grubb and did a great job. He made the switch to Gibbs to be a crew chief, and he's done a great job with that 19 team.
He's really helped Brandon Jones take his career to a different level.
He's kind of down there minding his own business. Got put 3 wide. Yep. Moved up to pull a side draft off those guys. That guy got to this inside, moved down to make the block, and it was too late. That's the way I saw it. How about you, Tone?
And that happens so often. Yep. It's so easy for that to happen. You get your eyes looking to the right, next thing you know, the left side's closing in on you, and that's the result.
5th caution of the day. It was coming out anyway with the stage in, but Brandon Jones went for a big slide through the infield grass, and he is done. Red flag is out at Daytona for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Big crash as we ended stage 2, and it all started with Brandon Jones.
Yeah, it did. Just, it's unfortunate. The thing is, the grass looks so short. It's just so much rain today. As soon as he got in that grass, it ripped the front end off and he was along for the ride. But you see here, he moved up to take a side draft, kind of moved back down, got hooked in the left rear, and was along for the ride. Big hit.
And that's what we were talking about earlier, how it makes those split-second decisions as a driver. You're hearing what your spotter's telling you, and you're trying the side draft there to get to the line. Then when you realize you have to get left, the amount of time it took to make that adjustment and get down there, that gap is closed up already. And it doesn't take but an inch or two just to get clipped and get turned like that. And the hard thing about these infields, and we see this at a lot of tracks that have tri-ovals that have grass in them, either the grass is really tall, but like you said, at Daytona, it's really short, but the problem is you have to be able to drain the water. So that infield, even though it looks really, really flat, it's not flat. It has a lot of areas where that water has to drain down, and so that creates those humps. And with the splitter heights as low to the ground as they are, it doesn't take much of a difference there to get that splitter to dig in.
Tony, if I can get Pam to back this up one more time, did you see how close you were to spending a bunch of money in that wreck? I mean, he barely
I was
missed
trying to not look at that, but I have to admit that I caught that.
Watch how close he is to hitting Riley Herbst right here, which is your automobile.
That'll be the black and green 98 when Herbst comes through.
He spins down, and when he comes back up across the track, Tony, this is the car it's your car that he almost hits right here. It's the black 98. Watch this. Woo! I'm not sure. I think it did hit it a little bit.
He might have got a piece. And real close for Michael Annette that was able to sneak by right there.
Oh, it's not looking good for you, Tony. Looks expensive. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Is that a near hit or a near miss?
I think it was a near miss. I don't think he got him.
He nearly hit him, but he didn't hit him.
Baby.
And he got LeBay. LeBay following Michael Annette. The one gets through unscathed.
Major damage to that car.
Wow.
This might just be the greatest season of all time. We got Denny defending Daytona. We got Joey, Kevin, and the all-time fan favorite.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
The best season ever.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.